Most of you guys are not lazy. You're simply overloaded. 2026 is not the year of hustle. It's the year of being productive and precision. Today, I want to talk about ways that you can be more productive. So one thing we're going to stop doing is calling chaos busy. Being busy is not the same as being productive. So what we're going to do is we're going to stop calling being busy or associating chaos with being productive. That is going to be step one. Let's be honest. Being busy does not mean that you're being productive. And you can be productive emotionally, and that can take a toll on you. If you're always being the strong one, that can take a toll on you, and it can really deter you being productive. Many women are emotionally productive. So you are taking on a lot. You are constantly reacting with no forward motion, and that can be disguised as being productive when it's a lot of chaos, when you're overwhelmed, when you're burnt out. So I manage people. I manage a multi-million-dollar business, and I can easily get sucked into the chaos because there's so many moving counterparts. There's so many moving parts to every part of the job, and it can get quote unquote chaotic. But you have to really, really be cognitive and really pay attention to yourself and ask, am I being productive or am I just, being part of the chaos? The number one thing that I would see in the workplace is everything is urgent. Everything is not urgent. Everything is not urgent. The building is not burning down. Everybody is still okay. Everything does not need to be marked as urgent. So if you continue to have that type of mentality, then yes, work is going to be chaotic. But we got to start shifting it. We got to start looking at ways that we can cut before we add. So everyone's going to tell you to get a planner. Everyone's going to tell you to get a planner, get some more apps, get an assistant toward the assistant, get more goals. And a lot of those things, unless they're used to like their maximum capability, it's really just adding to things that you have to manage. For example, I bought a productive app, an app that's supposed to help with productivity, but it really was a lot managing that. So I really just transferred my chaos to an app. I didn't get any systems in place. I didn't get any accountability in place. I didn't, look at how I'm going to take care of this, and that, and weigh out what's important and what's not important. I just moved it to another place. So we're going to do an audit. Let's look at 3 things that are draining you, particularly relationships. 2 commitments that do not match your energy. And lastly, 1 habit that is deterring you from being productive. The whole point of this is to understand that you don't need a new routine. You just have to limit your access. So we're going to examine those things, and you will see, okay, if I get rid of this, and that, I probably can be a little bit more productive. If I prioritize this and not this relationship, I probably can be a little bit more productive. So it's key that you realize that productivity is really about managing your energy, not your time. Your energy is the most important thing. So what are you going to give energy to? That is how you can, kind of gauge and look at, I'm not productive because I'm entertaining this. I'm not productive because I'm too busy scrolling. I'm not productive because I am doing the low-hanging fruit. Doing your audit can really help with you being able to look at, okay, I'm spending too much energy, not time, too much energy on this topic. I'm spending too much energy trying to, put a square in a circle. You have to pay attention to your energy, then you'll really understand how you can be more productive. So I typically like to break my day into three different areas. Admin. So I do spend a lot of time in admin. That's email management, paying bills, talking to vendors, talking to employees, staff. Admin is a large part of my day, but you have to have a cutoff for it. So I break my day into admin. I break it into deep focus. My deep focus is typically at night or after I get done working. I really try to focus on, what I want to do in my future, what I want to do the following day. So I will either do my deep focus early in the morning or I'll do it after work. And we're talking about when the sun goes down, 6 o'clock. After 6, 7, 8 is when I'll really try to focus on certain things that are going to help me with my future. And the last one is maintenance. So I will spend time on, running my errands, getting my hair done, getting my nails done, or scheduling those appointments, figuring out, helping myself with crafting my makeup, getting better. Like maintenance is definitely part of my day when it comes to me being productive. And that could be simply me reading, to help my mindset. But maintenance should be considered as part of the things that'll help you to be productive. Another thing is you getting into the habit and being really, really intentional with giving yourself X, Y, and Z. So I have a hard cutoff time at this time, and I want to be able to do this with myself, being really, really intentional about it and not breaking when it comes to that. So you have to stop putting hard tasks in a low energy window as well. So it's important to give your very, very important tasks, whether it's on your future, whether or not it's for yourself, whether not work. We're talking about things that are going to help you be more productive. It is key that you carve out that time. It's key that you protect whatever that number is. Some people say 2 hours, some people say 1 hour. It's key that you protect that time and stick with it. Another thing I want to talk about is performing productivity. So that means you're filling up your calendar. Like you've got all this stuff going on, but you're not actually executing. You're just looking at all the tasks from afar. So you bought that big calendar that's on the wall and you just filled it up. You spent so much time filling it up, but you're not executing anything on it. So that's performing productivity. So it looks good from the outside, but you're really not marking anything off the list. Another thing is you're obsessing over the goal, but you're not actually meeting it. So you're easily saying, okay, I want to lose weight, but you're not actually putting the action behind it. You're not actually moving in a forward direction because it's looking like you got your goals on your mirror, you got your goals in your phone, and you're just looking at it, but you're really not applying it. And that can easily be interpreted as performing productivity, but not actually producing productivity. So now that we've unpacked that, let's talk about the rule of 3. I try to do 1 needle moving task a day. That's something that moves you closer to where you want to get, closer to your goal, whether or not you're spending time, whether or not you're actually doing the action, whether or not you're investing in it. 1 needle moving task a day. I try to do 1 maintenance task a day. For me, that could be praying. For me, it could be reading a book. For me, that can be, trying different makeup routines, something that's good for you. And that could be working out. It's whatever you want to call it, but it's a maintenance task that can move you closer to where you need to get to. And then 1 personal investment task. So Again, that can be reading a book that's going to help you with your future. That can be me actually watching a show that's going to help me come up with ideas for a script. Like whatever it is, it needs to be something that's going to invest in yourself, that's going to help you. The rule of three, once you get that done, trust me, you've had a really productive day. So let's talk about the emotional truth. You're not unproductive. Your time and your energy is just in the wrong place. You're accessible to everybody but yourself. You're not overloaded. You're just really feeding into the chaos. So we've discussed how you can get this and turn all of this around. It's just going to take time. It's going to take persistence, and it's going to take being really, really intentional. Understand that it takes time. Understand that if you move the needle just a little bit, you're doing great. Give yourself grace and understand that things can get better. The goal is to be productive and to spend the energy on the right thing. I'm Deanna. I would love to see you again. Thanks a lot.